Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 117 here to bring you another Company of Heroes 2 commentary. This time, 4v4 Angermuede. And dare I say, this is probably one of the most epic Company of Heroes 2 matches I've ever done. If not the most, crazy match. Okay? It involves tigers, artillery, and lots of explosions. Now, of course, I'm playing as the Soviets, and I'm immediately gonna put down. I'm immediately gonna put down a what is this thing called? A special rifle command. Now, Now, of course, let me get my teammates. My teammates: Black Supper, Alex Hester, myself, and Eline. And then on the enemy team, we have Info, which is yellow. Or God, I can't see. Never mind. I'll look that up in a sec. Adam, Jim, and Winter Cold. Now, if we go back to my side, let's see. We can specialize. Alright, Winter Cold's purple. Info's red. Oh, wait, did they pick their companies? Yeah, no, they didn't pick theirs yet. But anyway, Info's red. Up and Adam's orange. Jim is brown. And Winter's purple. And we go up to green. Eline, Alex is blue, and Black Supper is yellow. So far, we have Soviet industry, which will come in great handy. I have the Soviet shock army, because this map is usually tight quarters, so I figured more ground-based infantry combat would probably be specialized in this. Shock mortar heavy. Although one person on our team said they're going tanks, so I'm just like, of course they're going to go tanks. But I didn't realize their strategy. Now, for myself, I'm going to move troops down. I have my my combat engineers moving through, along with my conscripts. I'm also bringing up a scout car to help reinforce. Now, if you look down here, the Germans, led by Cold, or Winter, is pushing pretty hard. He's really moving up his MG. He wants to really put that there to capture that point, because usually that point's up to debate. It's usually, don't get me wrong, it's still far away for us, but still, it's one of the closer points, and it's one of the points like it's easier for us to capture and then cut off these two sections, similar up here where it cuts off here and here. But as you can see, we're already at this point. They're still trying to get the MG, most likely in that building, which I think it's sightlines. Well, that building is somewhat protected, but still not exactly the best spot. Alright, so they put up the MG, and unfortunately his troops are going to get pinned. Basic conscripts can't do much against MG fire, and then the grenadiers come in and they just like start picking people off. Now, of course, I took this area. I'm holding for right now, but anyway, I'm heading south with my scout car, and I'm gonna try to counter. I see this guy. He moves around. If you look on the shadows, like I can see him, but his sight radius isn't like the best. So I can see him. It's just like this thing is just freaking out. It's like, oh, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? And I'm just like, shoot him. So luckily, the sniper is getting range. It's going to start firing. Here, let me change that. Sorry. Right now I have the MG currently hitting him. We have a sniper picking him off. I'm like, where are you going? I'm literally running over everything. No! Absolutely no. No care in the world. Still firing on that. Managed to kill that Grenadier squad. Great for us, but I lose my scout car, which is kind of bad, but it provides green cover, so you know that's a plus side for that guy. Sniper team will start picking off the enemy, and they also have this MG. If we go in the middle now, I have some guys. We have an MG, pretty much making them retreat back. They have a mortar, and I'm just like, what are you doing with that mortar? Because the info doesn't know this, but I kind of researched something called a Molotov cocktail, or at least I am researching it. And I'm just going to try to throw it right into that little hot mess. But anyway, I had to retreat my conscripts, so it was under heavy fire. I'm moving out my conscripts, trying to put down some mines. Go back up to here, his sniper is doing a good job taking out some guys. But unfortunately, they put down a bunker, which is not exactly the best thing for us. And that's going to hold off that point really, really well. Now, up north, they also have this point. So right now we're losing. We're down a couple points. They have both stars. So we're going to need some order teams, stuff like that. They try to bring up this set of, I guess, pioneers to come up, but unfortunately this guy's MG, which is coming right to the battlefield, is just not having it. Pretty much pinning them and making them retreat. That'd be amazing if he just shoots the gas tank off him while, like, he's turned. Anyway, he's bringing up a mortar. In the meantime, I'm setting up mines just in case they do attack us. I don't want them flanking, so, you know, I'm trying to do that. I'll say this, for this game, I did pretty well with unit conservation. My god. Sure, I threw a Molotov cocktail and it didn't exactly work. I threw it. Didn't exactly work. It, you know, kind of hurt him a little bit. I'm surprised. But overall, I've been getting a lot better. Now, if we look here, sure, he has a sniper team holding fire, so we can just see that. But the problem is, we can't really do much. So, while I'm putting up some mines in some local spots, Black Saber is moving in, pretty much tearing apart their mortar squads they moved up. And he brought up his MG, thinking, oh, I got this. Well, guess what for you, son? I'm gonna move my engineers around to say hello to you. And then also, if you see these conscripts, they're gonna be supported by 2 mortars and this MG. So you're not gonna make any friends anytime soon. Now, I did not see this sniper. This sniper, I literally just heard the shot. I'm like, my guy's dead. God damn it. I tried to get my guys in close so I could flame them, but unfortunately he went down, so I retreated. Brought in a 120mm mortar because I figured, hey, we're going to need something explosive to take him down. Now, if we look here, they did a really good job. They went all fuel points, which is why they're really not focusing too much infantry. They're pretty much holding back. They don't really want to attack here, even though we don't have that much. They want to try to hold their resources. Now, if we go down here, hit the scout car. And also the bunker. So their plan to, I guess, come around and just explode didn't work because this guy was protecting his friend. Don't know how, you know, he's shooting behind that heavy cover, but, you know, go figure. Anyway, even though we're having some difficulties down south, up north, Orange is losing pretty much all his guys. Well, you lost 1, 2, 3 guys. They're sitting in a nice little covert team to come around and, you know, fight. But still, there's a sniper. More than enough guys, plus my engineers, my conscripts help fire. Plus you can just turn them around. And these things, by the way, can still put up a fight. Yeah, they're not exactly the best, especially against 3-star. But still, they can at least do something. Now if we look, alright, who was the guy? Was it this? Guards, rifle, combined arms? Yeah, that was the other guy. Let's go to the other team. Oh, I'm gonna sneak up. I'm gonna sneak up. I'm gonna be like, what's up? Literally, he was like retreating, like, I got this. Boom. Got him. That's how you help your teammates. Without that scout car, they don't really have any good defenses. They were still up in the air. He has Assault Supply Doctrine. And the Elite Troops Doctrine. Yes, this is coming back, and yes, the Tiger Ace will be making a small appearance later. We look here. Winter Cold's doing a great job on their team. Black Supper's doing really well. I'm doing good. Eli and Alex are not doing bad, and Jim needs to really step his game up. Is Jim orange? I'm curious. That would make a lot of sense. Oh wow, it sucks for him. Yeah, they're losing a lot of guys. Oh wow. My god, that T-70 is kicking butt. Yep. They're losing a ton of guys. Oh, we decap their fuel. Why? Because we're awesome like that. They also put guys in here, and I'm just like, why? Is this Jim? Yep, that's Jim. Brown is Jim. Poor Jim. He's being burned alive. My guys are picking him off. Not exactly the best. They did manage to decap our fuel, but hey, we decapped theirs. We go to resources. Right now, we're about even. They have a little more than us, but as soon as we recap that fuel, we'll be pretty good. Which is actually surprising they have that much fuel, actually, because... Oh, well, okay. Soviet industry's doing really well. But, oh, alright, let's see what happens when that fuel point gets back up. How much fuel are we going to get? Anytime now, conscripts. Anytime. Anyway, this thing is still a major concern. So what I'm going to do is I build the Mechanized Armor Company. I did this before, and it really worked out. And I'm going to get the Su-76. That way I can provide some artillery fire, knock out that. Also, it's a light AT, so why not? I'm also going to try to take this thing out, because if I can take out their fuel, that's great. Alright, let's see. We're at 38. They're at 40, and this is at 51. So, overall, we're slightly lower than them, but at least with munitions, we're about even. So, you know, can't complain on that end.
Hey, come on!
Oh, wow. Wow, those grenades do one heck of an amount. He has to fall back his guys. They bring up this thing. I throw another Molotov cocktail. I know it doesn't do that much, but it helps. And if I can at least kill this thing, or at least, you know, and cap it, we get that fuel. But right now, they don't have the fuel, so. Yeah, we need to put down some more fuel points, which I'm about to do. I have these guys here. As soon as I hit 200, I'm going to put a fuel point down. We've also been putting mines everywhere, so we have quite a few different mine I like how we say that. Okay, yeah, here. We have quite a few mine locations set up, so, you know, if they come in with some armor, they're going to have some issues. We go back down here at the south. This T-70 is going to come in and be like, what up to that nice little MG bunker. Unfortunately, they bring up Panzer Grenadiers. They're also bringing up Flak Panzer. What they don't know is I'm bringing up my Su-76. This thing is great. Now, okay, some people are like, oh, it's so easy to kill. If you use it effectively as a support unit, yes, it's not a dead-on tank. It's not going to do a lot of... It's not going to do very good against heavy armor. But let me get a good shot of this. That way, while the battle's going on. It's not going to do the best. And like, I started artillery fire, then I turned it around and started firing. That Flak Panzer, it's like, what the heck just hit me? I'll say this, with that new balance update, they made it a lot better, because I've never seen the Su-76 really used, and now a lot of people are using like T-70s and stuff. It's really nice. And they retreated. This bunker's still here, so I'm going to help get that. I move my shock troops around and be like, I'm going to knock out your fuel point. I'm going to hide myself behind heavy cover, so that thing can barely do damage to me. It's like, I'm going to shoot it while I'm behind heavy cover, so good luck with that. Anyway, I decap this point, which cuts off their resources, and we go back to resources. They are down to 31, because we cut them off. But again, with their fuel, if we look, they're back, I mean, let's see. No, they're down to 35. Oh yeah, because I destroyed that and cut them off. Yay. So see, little stuff does help out. Little tactics like this. So they bring up my ally, Black Supper, of course, the awesome guy on the scene, brings up a, 76, helps make this thing retreat. Unfortunately, there's a T, that thing. And, yeah, his thing can be repaired. Now, they're gonna get this later, god damn it. I wondered where they got it. And I was too busy getting some other stuff done. I didn't see my guys dying and bursting in flames. That would've been nice to know. We do have some mines, so if they do move in, they're gonna have some pretty rough issues. Anyway, my artillery fire knocks that thing off. And again, oh, please don't do that. Oh my god. I would have felt so bad. Anyway, this thing is just like a normal Su-76 ability. I can use it. It doesn't cost any resources. So anyway, I'm going to try here. He has a T-70 hitting this thing. Not doing that much. But hey, at least they killed their highly starved Panzer Grenadiers. So he has two T-70s, okay? You're like, oh, what's that going to do against it? Well, remember, I have these Grenadiers. I have these Grenadiers coming in. And I have an Su-76. So I'm going to throw a grenade, hit it right in the back, and then my Su-76 is going to start hitting it from afar. And then I have my other guys coming around, which will throw a grenade on. This T-70 loops around it. And that's how you effectively kill a Panzer IV. It's funny, because the German Panzer IV is known for doing circles around the enemy team. It's funny how we just did circles around them. Now we go here, they try to assault. Now I'm just gonna be like, what you doing? Really, what you doing? So anyway, they run over the mine. I'm gonna, I think, throw a grenade. No, I'm gonna retreat. Am I gonna die? No, I retreat. Yay. Move up my Su-85 to help assist, plus this thing, and that's gonna make his tank run scared. Because guess what? Both of these combined with my artillery ability is going to make them run. If we look over here, they have quite a few tanks. There's the T-34 that was abandoned earlier. And, they're repairing it. They also repaired quite a few of those stations. They don't still have this, so right now they're down. They did retake this section from Mighty Push, but that T-34 is going to do a lot of damage. Now, I'm firing long range. It's going to push them back. They're taking heavy casualties. Unfortunately, that post kind of saved them. But anyway, we still have two nice things. This thing, again, I would really recommend it early game. It's something that a lot of people like, oh, I'm not going to use that. Well, it's a great artillery vehicle. If you don't want to pay resources, it's cheaper than AT. It does around the same damage. It just can't do a direct on assault. So look, I'm going to switch this to the light artillery barrage shortly. I'm also going to turn this around shortly. Look at all the tanks. Great. It's going to hold them back. Nice artillery barrage. It's going to hit them. Boom. Cause them to retreat. And then I can move up eventually these guys and help. I was moving up my guys to secure the area. Now they have this huge line here. We have a bunch of T-34s. Let's keep them back. That's nice. They have a ton of tanks, yes, but we have some better tanks. Like I have this thing here, really helping them off. And then I pull this thing in. I love this. So they're just like, oh, we killed the Su-76. We got this. Well, this T-70 is going to run for the hills. My tank is still here, and guess what? I now have, you know, tracking. So what I'm going to do... Oh, and also move these guys. This guy moves in and pretty much causes some damage. Plus, if, you know, keep going, probably would have ran into some mines. So what I do is activate that special ability and then fire from behind. He can't see me. So to him... Oh, maybe he can see me. Oh, no, he can't. He's just like, what the heck is going on? Come on, take it out.
We are taking losses.
What are you doing? Take it out. Oh, maybe. Oh, I lost my ability? I couldn't see it. Anyway, I'm just like, alright, did some damage, took it out. This guy's barely alive, at least I was able to do that. Not bad. And again, it's not meant to direct on. I can't face this thing head on, it's gonna die. But the good thing about it... Oh, very nice, very nice. The good thing about it is that at least can do support, which is what it's meant to do. Now, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring it down here to help support. And as you can see here, they have a lot of their like tanks and stuff. Oh my god, I'll talk about that thing in a sec. But they have a lot of their stuff pretty much in retreat. Boom! Good shot, take it out. That's a really good range, by the way. Bring up an SU. This guy is making like a repair station depot over here. We're moving this thing in, just trying to hold him back. I still have my SU up here, taking shock troops up here, and we're doing some light skirmishes up here. Pretty much he has nothing to really defend. Scout car, sure, this, but nothing with two T-34s. And he can pretty much just wreck shot throughout the entire base, which would be great. Right now they have heavy defenses here, and look, they have this pack. This pack can fire all the way here and takes out that gun, so he has to retreat. This is their strategy. Here, I'm going to go to Jim. This is where Jim comes in. He has this thing up here and this thing right here. Which yeah. So, I tried to use my artillery fire and try to take it out. Figure I could. This thing, by the way, is artillery fire. Just gets really inaccurate over long periods of time.
They're trying to hit us from the rear.
So, yeah, that missed every single shot. T-70 coming up. Some guys. What kills this thing, I wonder? Oh, this thing shot it. I thought this thing one-shot. What the heck? Okay, so it needs sight radius. So that's their strategy so far, is these two giant guns. And again, on this map with the long corridors, that's not a bad tactic. That's not really a bad tactic whatsoever. If we look back here, they sent their T-70 back, trying to do some damage, but again, they're just bringing up more armor. But the nice thing is we have secured this area. We have this area under our control in this area. So if we go back to our... Actually, let's see what they have. I'm curious. So Jim has the double thing, along with a command tank. Adam has a bunch of infantry, all scattered about. You know, a couple tanks, a Stug. Stugs are really nice, too. Funny enough, he ran over my mines. And now I'm just going to get up close and throw, you know, some more stuff on him. I'm just gonna make him regret it. And look, a friendly T-34. What the heck? Friendly T-34. You want to come in? What the heck is it doing? Get gonna do a nice hit on the side. See, Winter Cold has just Panzer IV and that T-34. He's really like the head front. And this guy just has a ton of 3-star guys. He's really spamming that ability. Let's see, it's 80 manpower, 25 fuel. Interesting. But with my guy here and that, pretty much we're able to push it back. But look, one shot from that thing, it takes it out. So my idea was to bring in my Katushka, because I'm just like, oh, I can counter this. Katushka fire. Wait for it. Great hit on here, by the way. And that's all it did. Just like roughed him up. But they still have this Pack 40. They have those tanks over there. So pretty much they're just using these Pack 40s as like good defensive lines. And they're just hoping, oh, we can hopefully hold off the enemy advance through these. That's their strategy. Have these things fire downrange at our incoming armor, and if we get anywhere close to it, we're done for. Let me go back on the enemy to see what they have. One sec. So they have this, that, Pack 40. Vesting armor. Oh, I'm sorry. Now they have a Tiger. I should probably mention that. Oh wow, that poor T-70 is just coming in. Just like, what up? I don't care. Look at that. That's a T-70 bursting like that thing. It's like eating it for breakfast. Luckily, there's enough T-70s plus infantry moving in. He's gonna definitely have some issues. Come on, throw some grenades! You can do it! I'm moving up my guys. We're moving up quite a few. I've still my Katyusha over here. You have this tank over here. It hits some mines. But oh wait, back over here. Oh, nice bombing strike. Takes out the Tiger who can't move. And at least we're able to roll out. And if we look here, pretty much they're doing the circle tactic. The circle jerk. They pretty much just go around and, you know, just say hello. Luckily, T-34 got a nice shot on it, but it's a 2-star, has better armor, and really annoying. Now look what they built over here. Once again by Jim. Oh, goody Jim, who now has pretty much all of his manpower wasted on these damn things. And, as shown before, can't get really close. Look at that AT gun, the longest range it has is right there. We can't get close to the damn thing. Luckily, they can't see the tank. And my Katushka fire is just pissing it off. It's not even hurting it. Not even doing much. So, what is the person supposed to do? So I moved some conscripts in. My idea is to come in and try to take it out. So it's just get up close, because again, these things are just big anti-tank guns. They can just be taken out by conscripts pretty easily. Now, as we can see here, they're moving in. I have my guy firing long range down here, just trying to help. His artillery fire is at least doing something to it. I think he's going to take it out. Yes, he does. Very nice. But it's still alive. That's the thing. They can just reman the damn thing. We go down here. His tank is falling back. But again, it's still being supported by these long-range guns that can fire all the way to about here. So this is the extent, this is the line. So this is pretty much in like the move in, you're fucking dead area. Sorry for my French, but yeah. That tank is, the only reason it's not dead is the sight radius. So I move in, trying to flank, realize, oh no, they have an Austrian station here. Most likely to counter like an Air Force moving in or something. So I'm just like, that thing is so bad. I lost my conscripts, forgot to retreat. Luckily this thing died, and we were happy about that, because they brought an SU-152 with a little bit of everything. the last few games. SU-152 coming in. Anyway. One sec. Sorry about that. Anyway, we go back here. They're doing long-range fire, pretty much killing that Panzer Grenadier squad. Up north, they have... Oh, wow, that was a great shot with the plane. They have a Stug and some guys here pretty much pushing them back. But all you need is a light tank or something, T-34 to move in and take that thing out. This thing is still alive, as you can see. But luckily, we have an ally who has a bombing strike. He's just going to call it in, blow it, keep it calm. That plane gets out of time before the AA can hit it. The AA is behind the building, so it really can't, again, it doesn't have sight radius. So if the plane comes one direction, it can't shoot through a building. I realized this, that, oh, this thing's dead. Move it in, tell this guy to pretty much activate long range, so we can just fire, you know. Managed to kill it. Red is putting up a nice little defensive line here, along with Orange seems to be doing a small advance, which is, you know, decently effective. Luckily, the this KV-2 is doing some good damage. I'm moving up here, so I can take this point. Can't really take a point, can't really move up these guys. It's here. So this thing here, still doing Katyushka fire, but all they have is this thing, which I did hit. I did a critical hit on it. All they're doing is just replacing with these guys, so they got wise to our strategy. Now, at this point, we're just like, okay, we have the points at least. We have this point under our control, at least we can hold this. Now, here comes a Tiger to come ruin our day. Ruin our day. Because now our infantry can't get anywhere close to it. Even sniper teams. Oh my god. Only if I'm an ally could have got a sniper team close. But again, the awesome one was protecting it. So. But at least, hey, artillery fire and bombing works. But, wow, okay, we finally knocked out this one. Maybe my Katyushkas did finally kill it. But they're just going to remake it with the engineer squad. I still have these guys here trying to help out. And look, they're building another one. They're building another one right next to the dead one. Right in range of this thing. So I'm telling my shock troops to move up. These shock troops have to fall back. And I'm moving my conscripts to move up. Because I really want to take those damn things out. Because I know this thing, I'm like, I didn't think this thing was dead, but... Oh, there we go. I do a nice hit on there. Knock it out. I was very happy about that. So I move up and I see it. I'm like, yes. Okay, what can I do? Oh, there's a tank here. I wonder what I could do. I move this thing back because, you know, I didn't want to be killed. The awesome one's like, I'll take you out. And I'm just like, no, you're not. Knock it out. They have a bunch of guys over here. We're gonna move up and try to take them out. My conscripts are here. We throw a grenade. Hit it out. I'm gonna retreat my guys. Moving up shock troops. I have my Katyushka skill. But they have a ton of guys right here. I'm just like, okay, Katyushka can't really do not much. At least they're healing the tank. Again, my allies were great. They all tried to help out. They all were very helpful. Green put up the med bays. As you can see here, they have a nice little infantry defense here, in case they send a lot of guys. But they have this nice little, you know, a bunch of guys over here. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Unfortunately, they built this pack again, so we're just like, god damn it, we can't get tanks close. So my shock troops up here, I'm like, alright, I'll send my shock troops in as soon as we're done capturing that point to recap that area. Red, of course, is not moving. He's just like a stationary. He's like, alright, I'll just go defend this point. Probably could have came in and crushed us, but, you know, didn't want to risk losing it. These Pack 40s, man, look at that. I mean, it's just annoying more than anything about all this fire. So I'm trying to decap this munitions point. Alright, if we look at resources here, let's pull that up. Right now, it's about even munitions, but hey, look at the fuel. We have a little more than they do, but still. Wow, look at this guy. Elon? What the fuck were you doing, Elon? Oh, you were saving. That's what you're doing. You're saving up for this. Get other units. Look at this. 1,100, 7,700. My God. I call it a Sturmovik strike to help with, help with things. I think that's mine. No, it's not mine. Oh, I call one later. Oh, wow. That absolutely nothing. I think he's going to call in a second. Probably should have paid attention. I think it's sector artillery. Let's wait.
Capture complete. Smoke out!
Anyway, I move up my shock troops. We're like, alright, gotta help decap this point. How the hell did they take out mine? Alright, I don't know. Anyway, I'm telling these guys, move in, throw a grenade. I'm like, I tell my 3-star guy, just keep murdering. Just keep firing, I don't care. Yes, killed him. Retreat, retreat, retreat. Made him retreat. He runs behind the tank, and I'm like, yes, he can make it. He can make it! He makes it! This guy went the extra mile. This guy is amazing. Look at that guy run. It's like the Soviet forest. Taking out this thing, saving our tanks. Our tanks are now going to do a flanking move. They still have all this, but hell, they're going to do a flanking move. Move up. I have my tanks here and here, just in case of an assault. I have a bunch of guys moving up. I'm trying to move my conscripts to support. Move up these guys to take out this thing. Trying to see if I can throw a grenade or something. Unfortunately, they did lose KV2, but hell, we did. At least we're able to, do some damage. But they're being lured into a trap because look, we have an SU-85 in this thing, and they still have these mines everywhere. So we're just gonna fire down range, and now they are in a choke point. How do you like it? This guy should probably retreat. Don't know what he's doing. Really retreat. Oh, look at that shot. Now he has to retreat these guys. Okay, now they can't reman it. And Red pretty much lost a large chunk of his offensive. Yeah, he lost a lot of his tanks, so we can now move on with tanks, probably take that sector. Maybe not, the Panther is still around, but hey, it's one less thing. So right now we're doing pretty good. We have 2 command points are going down. Not doing half bad. I have my conscripts here, that I'm cutting them off. But again, we move in thinking, oh, it's dead. No, they just reman it and they fall back. So I tell my tank, like, okay, maybe I can do something. This guy mentioned something on airstrike. I'm like, alright, I got range. And they just killed him one shot. I'm like, did you get the shot? And he's like, oh, never mind. It's really disappointing. Like, I win actual resources. Yeah. Wait, what does Alex have? Yeah, Alex could have called in like a nice little strike over here. Just saying. He really could have. That would have been really helpful. Wow, look at this German guy. 1,200 resources. Is this Jam? Yeah, it's poor Jam. Poor Jim. I wonder what his army is detailed. Wow, just these packs. Just remanning the packs. That's all he's doing. He has sector artillery. Holy macro, he could have probably just went sector artillery galore on us. Sorry, not trying to help the enemy out, but I'm just saying. If you have the ability to call in like 3 sector artilleries on this, why wouldn't you? So anyway, Alex, of course, is making his own artillery piece to counter the enemy advance. I'm making another Katushka. I figured, why not? He's at least doing something to the enemy team. I still have my tank up here, just out of range of it. Or not. I move my tank up because they have this coming. I'm just like, I can hold them back. I can do this. Bounces off. I'm like, oh no. Back up, back up. And of course it doesn't back up. I'm like, back up. And of course it just runs north. So I'm just like, god damn it. Alright, turn around at least. Fortunately, this thing died because this thing popped up and then this thing shot up. Luckily, it died again. An artillery strike and some bombing runs. This is either going to be a bombing run or something. But look at all the... Oh my god, look at that. That was mine. Kill this thing. I'm like, yes. But look at all the dead, like, all the stuff they can use. Is that 76? Yeah, that's our... Please crash into their base. Oh, I move up my guys, like, alright, gotta do something. Because, you know, they have an engineer squad here, which is like, oh, man. They do call it a sector artillery over here. And, oh, I forgot about the tanks. So the tanks are moving up. That's a bad sign. We have a KV-2, though. Unfortunately, the KV-2 is being targeted by, you know, Old Faithful. My thing just died. And this thing's about to die in another hit. Because it was just barely in range. My Katushka's just like, okay, we're firing at will. I'm just like, alright, have to try to take this thing out. And I move up my shock troops like, I gotta take this thing out. Well, it being 3 stars, it's not really going... Wait, how is it 3? Oh, you know, that guy probably... This guy put down pack, and the guy with the elite training rank them up so they wouldn't die. Clever girl. So then they just like start do a massive charge over the Tigers and move in with our tanks. As you can see here, they're probably calling another sector artillery on this guy's artillery piece. Why he would fire artillery that close is beyond me. Because all you're gonna do now is hit your own guy. Maybe it's good that the sector artillery I think kills it. So I bring up a Katushka, you know, try to do some damage. Oh wow, that thing died. Good hit. See, this tank has to fall back. This tank is barely alive, and my lord, that's how my Katushka died. I thought it was over. I thought it fired 3 strikes. Oh, guess not. So now they have to retreat back to their defensive line, filled with packs. Goddamn packs. So, and of course we can't really hit their sides because their sides are really defended. So, yeah, 2 Tigers will do that. So at this point, is that Oswin still up? That Oswin is the... I was going to say worst AA gun, but I'm still going to say it because it didn't crash into any of our buildings. So yeah, I'm going to say it's still bad. Anyway, I'm going to move in some tanks. After retreat my infantry, they're moving up their own MGs to help capture this point. This point it was looking grim, because we didn't have that much left to really fight them head on, I guess. Sure, they kind of have this point open, and they really don't have anything defending it, but still, it's like getting infantry there alive. That's a big concern. Is that a recon plane? Yeah, so right now... Alright, what is he gonna do? Yeah, it's a recon plane, so they're reconning to do more sector artillery. Yeah, so they're doing recon and sector artillery. Like, no offense, this enemy team had to be really coordinated. Nice bombing strike. Shock troops move in, thanks to my ally Black Supper. Right now, Black Supper has the most kills. Me and Alex are doing just fine, and E-Line really needs to pull his weight. Yeah, it really needs to. Info's doing great on the enemy. Oh, it's actually doing the worst on the enemy team. Seems that Winter Cold and that doing the best. Oh, that sucks. Made it to the building. Anyway. At this point, I'm just like, okay. What the hell? Am I crazy? Did they just call sector artillery on their own guy? And they just killed their fuel point and almost killed their tank. Oh, I know what they're doing. Okay, so Jim, let me double check something. Yeah, he had 79. He did that on his own guy. Most like, I mean, he is like, okay, he's moving this thing up. What he's doing. So that's why he did it. So anyway, I see this, I'm just like, no, you're not building that damn thing. You are not building it that close. So I call him a skirmish strike, along with that guy. I like how the engineers have Shreks. But I'm just like, hit it. Unfortunately, my goddamn plane goes after this tank instead. And I'm just like, hit this thing. That's all you had to do. Well, luckily, I don't know how, but apparently they made it and it died. So, you know, go engineers with Banter Shreks. Don't know how you did it, but nice job. I tried to attack with here with conscripts. I'm gonna see, does it kill it? Yes, it does. Oh my god, yes. Suck it. Oh, maybe it did hurt that. You gonna shoot anything? I also like how just like the Oswin fires for like a long time. My god, planes are going down everywhere. Anyway, the main fight is going on, you know, here. We're trying to, you know, get our resource back up. But look, they are trying so hard. Now they have 2 Tigers, 2 Star, almost a Tiger Ace. moving up. They're preparing for a large armor push. And look, if they have this gun back up, it's a goner. Hate to say it, but we're pretty much screwed. Because then they have this entire area under our control. All they have to do is get really close, and well, then it's just a goddamn smorgasbord. But luckily, stop moving, stop moving. Oh no, it's just in range. At least I know how that thing died. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, why I'm not doing anything with my resources, I'm building artillery because I'm just like, okay, my Kajushkas aren't working. They're not doing that great. If I get artillery and do like specific strikes, I'll be fine. By the way, before I realized like, oh, I should probably fall back and see how far that thing's range is, you know, takes it out. Luckily, this thing is just like hiding along the corner. So these like T-34s, which by the way, 3-star, really nice, just murder this damn thing. But unfortunately, this thing is still in range, and just with that, they completely blow up his forces. That thing is now firing. It's pretty much going to get owned by all these tanks. 3 Tigers, by the way. Plus the 43mm. You're saying in conscripts to fight it, we have this AA gun, which is really not going to do much. And at this point, I'm building an AA gun, like going like, fuck, did I just waste my resources? Pretty much our offensive just got pushed back. And now we have to regroup to try to hold back these tanks. Now, we don't have nothing. I mean, this guy's moving back his AA. But we do have a couple tanks on standby that could do some damage. Now, if we look through here, they can't really see us. Luckily, if this thing will fire. Oh, yeah, this thing was behind this goddamn piece of building. So it was just like, oh, I don't want to fire upon you. But luckily, I hit it from the side, do some damage. Still going to keep hanging from the side. He thinks, oh, smoke is going to protect me. Well, guess what, dude? No, it's not. We keep firing. Another tank comes in that's help support. I start firing on this guy, and he's like, oh no, fall back. Because guess why? I have the... oh, I think I'm going to activate the long-range scope. But anyway, normally, as you can see here, he's using his long-range scope, which allows us to see it. Calling a Sturmovik strike to at least do some damage upon it in the surrounding area. Help us push them back. Green is refocusing Katyushka strikes to take out those KVs. We take out that. 1 Tiger down. That thing's barely alive. They're healing the other 2. And as you can see, they're constructing another goddamn Pack 43. Because, of course, they just want to ruin our day. Now, I'm making another guy. I'm telling my artillery to focus fire at this one right here. I figure... did I do a direct strike on this? Oh, we make sure to destroy that Tiger because we don't want them to heal it. Do we do a direct strike? No? Just want to fire? Okay. Well, they fall back, have this pack guarding it. Again, this strategy is so bullshit. No offense. It's just like, oh, we're going to take area and then put up a pack and just hold it. It gets really annoying. But luckily, Green has a little counter to it. And this SG-152's weapon is very powerful against this thing. Because, you know, one good shot, like one coming up, hopefully... no, just gonna kill that. As you can see here, they're pretty much just focusing that pack on trying to hold up their defensive line and ranking the damn thing up, so that way we have some issues. My SU unfortunately tried to get some close to get some sight radius. It got blown up, and now they're firing upon this thing. Luckily, it's hiding behind the building, so we have a a better chance. They call in a nice little strike on this, but they're forgetting a couple of things. One, my artillery is now firing upon this area. Oh, nice hit. So I'm just doing some random artillery fire on this area, hoping to get some good shots on them. To be fair, I don't think it's really doing that much. It is like keeping their guys down and whatnot, but again, they're still firing long range, taking out our tanks. In the meantime, I'm putting up mines just in case. I don't want them to send in more tanks, because my big fear is like, oh no, they're going to send more guys in. Oh, look at this. Some nice long-range hits. My shock troops revealed them. I was trying to flank around. Didn't realize they had 2 Tigers right here. But luckily, since they're behind the rock cover and can't shoot them, they're just hitting long range and doing some nice hits on these Tigers, making them fall back. I think even that... I think this just actually hit his own ally, which is funny. Speaking of... alright, this one's still alive. And this one. So he is... oh wait, is this Brown? Oh yeah, they're giving it to each command. So the guy builds it and then he destroys it and allows another guy to use it. So I have 2 SUs right now. More conscripts coming in, engineers coming in, placing mines, like I said before. Artillery fire currently in positions. We have this thing, you know, in the back trying to hit it, but they're moving these guys up to sacrifice this guy. That way they can fire long range and take out our SU-152. Luckily, the Katushka fire from hell moves in and just starts utterly blowing into Kingdom Come. And then my artillery fire starts kicking off, which hurts that thing. So that was probably the best Katusha strike I've ever seen, ever, of all time. And then he follows him back to keep him safe. They also call in a sector artillery in this area, but luckily I'm just at range, hopefully. They have a bunch of Tigers and stuff set up here, along with the Panzer IV. Up here, they still have this nice little defensive line, but my guys here, I think, are about to move in. Yep, I'm sending in some guys to guard that area, along with some shock troops. So right now they're down to 57, we're at 298. We have to beat this. We have to counter. So this is where it's like, okay, focus up my tank. So I have this guy here. We sold the repair station, which is really nice. I'm going to tell this guy to repair the repair stations. My artillery is just like, okay, so this thing's gone. So I'll just refocus on another area. If we look up here, Red's doing a great job at defense. Again, he's just defending this area with a nice little flank. Orange, you know, doing its thing. I'm moving conscripts and stuff to help clear this area. They move up this thing like, oh, duper derp, we'll be okay. Well, guess what? My conscripts, remember them? They have an AT grenade. Sorry if you didn't like that. So anyway, I see this, I'm like, oh, they're calling in something. What could they be calling in? Sector artillery. That's what they're calling in. So I keep these guys on the outlier, that way they can't be hit. And it does kind of work. Move up conscripts to help move in. Unfortunately, my shock troops do end up dying from a nice little strike, so I'm just like, god damn it. At least I decapped it, so, you know, it's one bonus. Unfortunately, in this area, they, you know, we help push them back, but as you can see here, they still have a ton of tanks. And they're trying to rebuild this thing. Well, we're not going to let them. 1 second. Oh, and a nice Stormovic strike. Just completely destroy those poor pioneers trying to set that area. Oh my god. So they have this bomb bar right here, and I'm like, god damn it. What am I supposed to do? Oh, wait. Oh yeah, they fire all these down. Look at that. Makes this guy retreat. They move their Tigers like, what are you doing? We have all these tanks. It's just going to be a firing zone. Vehicles buttoned. Move back to Katushkas. Another Tiger moves in. We're still firing at will. Still trying to hammer. I move up my SU. Help assist in the north. My other guys right here firing upon him from the side. They're moving up. They're trying to move in. We're pulling back slowly. He moves back his Katushkas. We're trying to push him back. We're still hitting him. We're still firing upon him. My guy's flanking. We have some guys buttoning up from the side. Unfortunately, they call in a sector artillery to push us back. But as you can see here, their tanks have to fall back. And the Katushkas are getting in line. They still have sight radius. We're slowly pushing them back. And give it a second. Boom, good hit. Gunner killed. Sector artillery still going off. Katushkas are like, what you doing? My guy up here is moving in, clearing this area, so they can't really do much. And then I move my guys here to capture this point. Their Tiger's like, gotta run. Same thing with these guys. But unfortunately for them, our Katushkas are preparing to fire at will. So again, Eline, this is a risky move because look at all the pretty much. I mean, he loses. If Eline loses that, he's done. Let's be completely honest. That's his pretty much entire attack force. But he's moving them up. He's moving these guys in to get some sight radius, and give it a sec. Oh, well, actually, I'll keep it on their page so we can see when they fire. So they bring up another Tiger, because of course they have tons of resources. Yeah, look at that, 2,000, 250. Yeah, they have tons. We're just trying to scrape by. Anyway, they're healing their guys over here. Luckily, we captured this point again, have some long-range guys, you know, preparing. He has 7 Katyushkas now. God damn. But luckily, we're just blowing up their forward defenses. We go to me. There's an SU here. That's my guys. He's bringing them really damn close. Luckily, as you can see here, we have tons of mines everywhere. Are these mine? Yeah, these are mines. I just put these guys here to help, you know, defend this point. Try to hold this area. Right now they have 37. We have 242. Not doing half bad. Now, go down here. They have 3 Tigers and a command tank on operational. They still have these guys up here. Small divisional force. Now I'm going to pause this for a second just to get a sight radius on where they're firing, because I don't want to miss this. Alright, so let's see. They're firing down that way. So, what? Oh, yeah, they're firing at this pack. Okay. Sorry, I didn't want to miss the explosions. Never want to miss explosions. Look at all this. Alright, but here's the thing, though. His Katyushka... I tell my artillery to start firing. They're moving in with a bunch of guys. They're hitting this. I tell this thing to keep firing. He moves up conscripts to help. I tell my guys to hit from behind. Luckily, we kill them. You know, good job. Problem? Small. Alright, they're down to 26. We're just like, okay, we got this. We just have to hold them off for a little longer. But as you can see here, they make a large push down the south. Luckily, we have a ton of AT and stuff down here trying to hold them. The Katyushkas are starting to move up now. We're just telling all our forces to move up. They're calling sector artillery. They're calling everything. They reinstalled another Pack 43 over here, which Katyushka should have been firing at. And then up here, they're pushing in with a ton of guys. My SU-85 cannot handle the double Panzer and Panzer IV. We're still trying to hold this point. He calls in a major Katyushka. Just a major strike. Look at all that. We're just trying to... stuff to take this point. We lost a good chance because we're just trying to, if he could have just stayed there a little longer, oh my god, we could have won this. Oh wow, that's how we lost it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be complete. We're not going to recover it from here. It's going to be a tough fight. But if he just want to stay there a little longer, we would have been okay. But this sector artillery is pretty much blowing up our defensive line. We really don't have that much. Luckily, they lost quite a few tanks, but this thing is just going to keep sniping anything near it. Up here, they have tons of forces over here, pretty much just securing this area. And we're going to need a well-trained army to move in. This SU-152 is going to start taking out this Panther. But as you can see with my guys, I pretty much have nothing. I still have my artillery gun. I lost everything in that battle. And I'm telling it to just keep firing on this. Either I tell it to fire on this or there, one of the two. I move in conscripts because I'm like, alright, we just have to capture that point. But as we can see resource-wise, look at the... Alright, so the Germans, okay, 95, 69, 50, 40, look at us. 40, 26, 86, 21. We really don't have that much. And they have tons of resources we're trying to scrape by. So, he moves up... Alright, so Elaine brings up this flamethrower tank, of all things. Maybe he just called it in, I don't know. He should have called in S. Look, Eline has the the KV-2 tank. I would have called in that instead of this thing. Just waited a little longer because that would have probably done more damage than that. Sector artillery is doing its damage, doing its job. We captured this point, but unfortunately we did lose this point, and we're going to need some serious firepower to take it back. They're already putting up some new SUs. I have a Katyushka, you know, just trying to support. Firing upon this area, trying to kill out these guys, moving up some conscripts. This building somehow is blowing them up mid-air. Well, most of them. Luckily, I'm killing guys, but they have a Tiger Ace. I have my guys here trying to fight them, but it's not going well. They have another Tiger down here. Oh, that's Eli's Katyushka, not mine, sorry. But so, he fired, look how close, I mean, that was his last Katyushka, and it didn't even, like, it just kept hitting this rubble. Anyway, they have a nice, they're recovering here, recovering all their tanks. Back at their HQ, they have another Panther coming in. Up north, they really don't have much. We should have probably pushed over here. But as you can see, they mine this area up as well. We were just happy when they charged. The mines did a bit of damage, I should say. But as you can see here, they have a ton of tanks. We have to... So our objective now is, okay, we hold this point and recapture the middle or the north. Well, guess what? The north is too far out of our range. We have to go for the middle. Even though there's an IS-2 there, we have to go for it. So I'm telling this thing to fire upon at this. Oh wait. Oh, here to clear the infantry so I can move it. So this guy can move in. Tell this guy to stop. Moving my SU. Moving conscripts. Upgrading them with PPSHs for the best shot I have. And we have to try to push. If we don't push, we're done for. But as you can see, they just have a ton of armor, and we really don't have that much. Plus, this thing's sight radius is just going to start picking our guys off. No matter what kind of AT weapon or whatever we have. Up north, this guy again brings up a flamethrower tank. I don't know why. Send in some conscripts, throw some grenades on it. I know it doesn't, not supposed to do that much, but hey, at least I'm trying. It's still in range of this gun. Look at that, it's just like we cannot move up. They just have a death grip on the area, and look, they have another Tiger. The AT and stuff are going to try to fire upon it, but that gun is now just going to keep firing, and it's not going to be well for us. Look at the battleground, by the way. Just look at the landscape. It's just utterly destroyed. And then, of course, that guy dies. This thing is barely doing anything. Up north, moving a... Eli moves in a bunch of guys. I'm moving my Su-85, trying to hit him long range, trying to take out something, anything. Using this as cover so this gun can't hurt me. And I'm using artillery fire to try to take out this gun. My goal's like, alright, take out the Panther. Take out this. Come on. Okay, main gun destroyed, it's gone. Have this guy here. Okay, my gun is 33 kills. This is not a bad artillery piece. Again, you can use artillery effectively. I've shown that in previous videos. It's very hard to do, but you can still do it. But as you can see here, we have nothing in the north defending, so they're now just moving up. Luckily, our mines are still in play. Yay. So they're going to still have a tough time moving their troops up. Oh, good hit. I have my artillery gun taking that thing out just in the nick of time so this thing survives.
Yes, comrade.
So, yay for us. We one plus, and then of course you have this thing guarding this area, so he's not going to be able to move up. He's bombing the area, but he needs troops. He needs to move this gun and take the point. Up north, I'm moving some guys in to recapture these points, regain these munition points and whatnot, because it is imperative that we gain it. Luckily, these things just walk into a mine and die, which again, I love how we mined up this entire area. So, can be triggered by infantry, that's funny. So as you can see here, they have another pack right here, just firing. Barely in range of all these tanks. I'm moving my guys back because they see this. Luckily, I don't think they can see us. They're just out of range. So I move these guys back. This is our last tank offensive. It's like, okay, we have to focus. As you can see here, it's like creeping death on the bottom. They're slowly moving up their Tigers. Luckily, we have all these repair stations, so it's nice we can get them repaired. But still, it's like... there's a point where it's like, okay, like we can't crack this. This was it, the triple Tiger threat. That's where we knew. And this guy, this poor thing, limping, trying to get someone to heal it, and it just blows up. Now, because of this, we have to turn our offensive. I have these guys here trying to do something. I have these guys here trying to help out. But, I mean, trying to fall back. These Tigers are moving in. So I turn this guy around, start firing, moving him up to turn around. He has this guy coming up. This guy's sector artillery is doing more harm than good, keeping him back. Luckily, this guy's here. Maybe not hurting him, but at least he's at, giving him sight radius. I call it a Sturmovik strike, which takes that thing out. Oh no, the ally does, sorry. I thought it was mine. We have enough Su-85s that down this narrow hallway, and since their engines are damaged and we still have sight radius because of this thing, we're still firing upon them. And they just have to fall back now. So we're pushing up. Fortunately, these things are pretty much all dead or dying. We have enough guns, Su-85s. My artillery piece is still firing upon this sucker over here, which they had to remand because I took it out. Move all this up. Blow up that Tiger. They have this one here, being blocked by this debris. As you. So we're just surrounding it. We're like, we're gonna take this Tiger out. And as you can see here, we take out their Tiger pretty effectively. Now, they call this bombing strike. It's going to do some damage, but it's pretty much just knocking our guns out. But it does last about a couple seconds, in about 5 more. We have all these things just firing upon it, and it's pretty much just a goner. So then he makes a dash with infantry. I do the same thing, trying to dash to the middle. I know I'm probably not it, but still, at least I'm going to try, and the game ends. 13-0, that's an amazing game, probably one of the best I've had. Usually, I know, I think every single time I put up a commentary, I've won the game, but I want to show up this video because even though I lost, and this was quite a long game by the way, it was still a very entertaining, very fun game, and I never thought of people using this Pack 43 strategy. I never really seen it before, or at least used effectively. If we look at our troop numbers, by the way, 32, 24, 10, and I had 62. I had the most population on our team. I had the most guys fighting. But unfortunately, they had 77, 57, 25, 69, easily outdoing us. Easily having enough fuel to instantly bring out some more Tigers. And this guy, Winter Cold, could have. Let me just pull him up. Yeah, he could have just called in another Tiger in like a couple seconds. Yeah, he lost all of his Tigers. He's probably pretty mad. But anyway, that was a great ending to a great game. Even though we lost, sure, we still at least took out the triple Tigers, which was fantastic. And then, of course, we showed some great tips. Katushkas are great in mass at taking these things out. This artillery gun, if you can use it effectively and keep it back and safe, they can be extremely effective at taking out these Pack 43s. Especially if you use the targeting sight. Alright, let's look at the scores. Alright, Black Supper was the best on our team. We all took heavy casualties. Well, except for Eline. He barely took any, but, you know. Eline, of course, did do the worst, though. He didn't get that many kills, although he was really just the Soviet industry guy putting up stuff in the back, supporting us. I was also like a support unit using infantry to clear. I didn't really have that much heavy armor. Maybe that's why we lost. We didn't have like that IS-2 or something to really push them back. Although that really would have worked against this either. Probably just using artillery effectively and using a wide range of tactics. I do think the mine tactic worked really well because they didn't really push through because they kept losing units left and right. So that's something to consider. We should have probably put more mines in the center area and the surrounding area. That way when they did charge with all the units, it probably would have blown up. Especially with the Tigers over here, we should have put defenses and stuff over here. So that when they would have charged, the Tigers would have been at a standstill and we could have taken them out. The big enemy in this game was the Pack 43s. I mean, those things just tore us apart, and it was like very hard to counter that and then large tank forces. Alright, so anyway, Winter Cold, the best on their team by far, 215 points. This guy's awesome. Probably gonna send. Can I send him a friend invite? Wait. Great. Add friend. Republic of Korea? Okay, that might explain something. Anyway, so again, the best on their team was Winter Cold, 4,300 individuals. Probably gonna send him a friend request. Up and Adam, really good guy. Okay, worse on their team, but still not that bad. Info and Jim did great. Info didn't. Yeah, Invo really turned around just because of the fact he made the Pack 43s. He was pretty much the lifeline that saved them. Without these Pack 43s, we would have crushed them. Most likely. We would have utterly crushed them. But still, it was a fantastic game. I want to thank you guys for watching. I know it's been a long one, but I hope you guys enjoy. And, once again, just a reminder, the new Company of Heroes 2 update, the Western Fronts, comes out June 24th. It comes with the U.S. front and also the West German front with 8 new maps, and pretty much for $20 you also get all the multiplayer. So really highly recommend it. Hopefully it turns out awesome, and that's pretty much it for this commentary. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Luckily, I have my Su-76 currently hitting them pretty effectively. He tried to do a nice little assault, but didn't really turn out that well. Wow, they have a sniper in this building? That's weird. Anyway, my Su-76 is hurting up. My sniper's picking them off. Engineers are helping pick them off. And finally, I think one more hit and that thing will go down. Oh yeah, I lost my engineer squad. There we go. So then I see all this, I'm just like, should probably blow that. So they're retreating their forces.